Good evening and welcome to What's in the News. Tonight we have some pretty upsetting news, I have to say, as my wallet just recovered. Because what a surprise, gas prices are rising again as the average gas price rose 10 cents from 3 weeks ago. The national average is now $2.05. As we approach the spring and summer seasons, gas prices tend to take the high road as people are traveling more, creating demand. Though the price of crude oil has been unchanged for several months now, local gas stations just decided to rob our wallets once again, as they always seem to be 10 cents above its national average. At least prices aren't like they were a year ago, as the national average is marked at $3.47 an average per gallon. If you are looking for the cheapest gas right now, I guess you could drive 1,592 miles from Boston, Massachusetts all the way to Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Guess that isn't too far. You may have to make a few stops along the road to fill your tank. I guess you can observe some other gas stations with cheaper gas prices. I don't know. But yesterday when we took our travels down to Inner Lakes for our track meet, I saw some pretty cheap gas prices there, like $1.89 a gallon. So Baton Rouge obviously isn't the cheapest, but hopefully we won't be seeing any rise in gas prices soon here. So Melly, over to you now. What do you have in the news for us?
The note of money, we're going to talk about college. And with the economy failing, prices of going to college are certainly rising and rising fast. A college financing company called Sallie Mae did some research last year on college students and finds the average undergraduate carried over $3,000 in credit card debt last year, and the highest level since Sallie Mae began collecting this data in 1998. In 2004, the last time the study was done, students carried an average of over $2,000 in credit card debt. In the past 10 years, the fee of public colleges has gone up a staggering 50% and is continuing to rise. With the rise in college prices, students will fear that credit card debt will happen more and more. And this raises the question, are students really paying for college or focusing more on their wants and needs?
I'd probably be in the category of wants and needs. That would be my problem. That's why I don't think I should get a credit card. Definitely wouldn't be trusted. But yeah, I always thought Sallie Mae was some weight loss program. Interesting. Yeah. On the lighter side of news, hopefully if it's actually true, according to General Ray Odierno, the U.S. is on track to leave Iraq by 2011. CNN's State of the Union asked General how confident was that timeline for working. He responded, "I believe it's a 10, probably out of 100. That we will be gone by 2011. Obviously, we still have some very serious incidents, but again, it's much safer." The statement was released when April death mark for U.S. troops was already at 9. Unfortunately, it appears the suicide bombers and other cells still have the ability to create destruction. The biggest supplier of insurgents at this time is in Iran, who follows them access to Iraq. The Iraqi government is making strides in its ability to take care of its own security, but it will be another few years before the U.S. moves out militarily. Now, boom, 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 over to you.
YouTube and MTV might be banding together to help boost their falling profit margins. Traditionally, music videos were given to cable channels for free without the thought of selling them, and now they are becoming more expensive to produce and less productive in drawing audiences to purchase them. The two groups have both experienced a decline in profit, but a rise in popularity in the last few years. YouTube hopes that if it streams music videos, that MTV will pay them. The talks between the two corporations are still in the beginning stages, but many hope that it will work. Radio stations may be experiencing a change in policy since Universal Music now wants them to pay royalties playing their songs. The effort could cost broadcasters up to $2 billion or more. This makes you wonder if we won't soon be paying for radio as well. What do you think?
Wouldn't honestly surprise me, because it's kind of ridiculous. They just released on iTunes over this past week. Now they're charging $1.29 per song, the newer songs, more popular songs, because they converted all to iTunes Plus. But at least you can get some songs, older songs, for 69 cents at least. I wouldn't be surprised if we'd be paying for our own free radio anytime soon.
Now back to Cameron's final news article.
Yes. A judge in Saudi Arabia refused to annul a marriage between an 8-year-old and a 47-year-old man. The girl's mother went to court and tried to repel it, but the judge claimed the mother had no legal custody of the girl. Therefore, she could not represent her daughter in court. The girl's father approved of the marriage as a payment for a debt he owed to the man. In the marriage contract, the husband agreed to have no sexual contact with the girl until she hit puberty, which would probably be in about 2 years. Once she hits puberty, the judge ruled she could file for divorce, but until then, no. Child marriage has been a hot-button topic in Saudi Arabia, and the conservative government has made it known to it supports marriage involved with girls as young as 10. It is incorrect to say that it's not permitted to marry off girls who are 15 and younger. You're going to have to excuse me. Sheikh Abdul Aziz Al Sheikh, the kingdom's Grand Mufti, said in remarks last January, a girl aged 10 or 12 can be married. Those who think she's too young are wrong, and they are to be unfair to her. Many human rights groups, including Human Rights Watch and Society of Defending Women's Rights in Saudi Arabia, have protested the government and asked for the laws that will protect girls from the marriage such as a young age. The Saudi Arabia government have refused to comment so far. I think that's kind of disgusting. I don't think it should be legal at all to have a child be married at that age. That's just wrong. And for like the whole comment about, oh, you're not allowed to have sexual contact until you hit puberty. She's going to be 12 years old when she starts going through puberty. That's wrong and disgusting. Something should be done about that. Thank you for watching our first newscast. Tune in next week for more. Peace out, W-Town.